Hey friends, it's Matt. I started a new project recently. A while back, some friends and I were having a discussion about how many things we could fit into the same universe as Super Smash Brothers. Because, Link is in Soul Calibur, and Darth Vader and Yoda are in Soul Calibur, so it's kind of, so Star Wars is in the Smash universe, and then Luke was on the Muppet Show, so that's in the Smash universe. And eventually I just sat down and hammered out everything in this universe. And I'm finally sharing my findings with the world. So if you go over to the Smash Universe YouTube channel, I'll put a link to it down there. Just check it out. It's a new project about how over 3,000 movies, TV shows, and video games all fit into the same universe as Super Smash Brothers. It may take a while to finish. I'm 3 episodes in. But I have already proved that Shrek is in it, so thanks, and I'll see you next episode. So as you may already know, Yahari Nichols actually saw my 9 minutes review and seemed less than enthusiastic about it. I just want it out there, I have nothing but respect for the man. I do not have, nor do I want, beef with the people who create the movies I review. I've had a little beef with the owners of these movies, DRM, but none with the creators themselves. So that said, allow me to systematically destroy this piece of art he made.
There were some movies, terrible movies, movies so awful, no one would touch. Then came a Matthew, sad little Matthew. Matthew decided these movies to watch. For every good movie, there's at least 10 bad. Matthew gonna drag himself through the crap to find the worst ones there are to be had.
Today's episode, 10 minutes. How could I not review the follow-up to one of my most iconic film reviews on this channel? I mean, maybe if I had a soul, but no, I'll do anything for views. 10 Minutes is the sequel to the painfully obscure 9 Minutes. If you haven't seen it, please, this movie is amazing. It needs to be the next big thing. I'd drop a link to where you could buy these movies, but it seems they're temporarily unavailable. And I don't know that I have much else to say about it. I honestly already told you everything I know about these movies in my 9 minutes video. I will say that while the obvious joke is that the film isn't actually 10 minutes, the box actually does list the wrong runtime. And geez, it wasn't like the first box cover was great, but it's a million times better than this. That is some low quality JPEGs right there. Also, I couldn't get this to play on any DVD or Blu-ray players, just my laptop. Yeah, maybe this doesn't deserve an IMDb page. Now, 9 Minutes was clearly Yahari Nichols' first attempt at filmmaking, so I'm willing to give him a pass on some of those things. Has he learned anything from his experience and improved in this movie?
Well, I'm just saying. She tried to kill both of us. It ain't just me. Y'all act like I'm the only one guilty of this.
Okay, there's one thing. The aspect ratio is better throughout this movie. The first movie, there's sort of a black border around it, and sometimes it slightly zooms in. But in this movie, he had the same aspect ratio the entire movie. That's the only thing he fixed. Did he pirate the anti-piracy warning? Oh, and there's an intro from Brandon Gilley.
Then again, some of y'all may recognize me because I robbed you. Like you, I remember you, brother in the corner. Yeah, 'cause you showed up at the wrong place at the wrong time that night. My bad, bro.
Hey, wait a minute. That's me in the corner. Hello there.
When this movie is over with 10 minutes, I need you to go home, log on to the internet, and donate to my charity. Yeah. It's called Help a Brother Out. Just go to www.helpabrotherout.com.
That domain is available. There's also a list of things Skywalk Entertainment claims to make.
The first 3 I think are questionable, but I guess you could call 9 and 10 minutes that. But superhero movies? Yeah, he's working on a superhero movie, but you can't really claim that until you actually release it.
That's like saying I've ruined my life. Yeah, clearly I'm on that path, but I haven't gotten there yet.
The film opens on excessive stock footage, and it just says box. Amazing, we're less than a minute in, and I'm not even sure how he did that. Anyway, Andrew from the first movie is now a radio DJ.
With the sound of some smooth jazz.
And a car blows up. I guarantee this was stock footage. There's no way they could afford a car. Yep, and I found it on Shutterstock. Literally the first video that comes up when you search for exploding car.
Hey, you see him?
No, I've already shown how easy it is to make it realistically look like you're getting a phone call. I'm not going over it again.
The perpetrator of the explosion calls the police chief and demands Andrew come out of retirement or she'll set off another bomb. And I guess there is one other thing Yahari improved in this film. He hired more actors than just himself.
And I'm just gonna play the audio from this next scene and let you figure out what's going on.
9 big booties. And 10 big booties. That's enough for the left arm. Now let's go to the right.
He's working out.
1 big booty. 2 big booty women.
Part of me wants to laugh at Nichols for using a desk lamp as lighting, but I use a desk lamp for lighting all the time. I can't say anything. Instead, I'll laugh at him for not realizing that I can see it in his sunglasses.
Watching Rocket News 12. I'm Tabitha Lewis. Around 8:30 this morning.
Nope. That looks nothing like a TV. Why would there be a TV in the closet? And this is just a terrible news anchor.
There were no fatalities and no one was hurt.
Listen, I'm a journalism major. I'm working with a bunch of people who are forced to act as news anchor who don't really want to be news anchors, and most of them are already better than this woman.
The marshal's office has not said whether or not this was a terrorist attack or just an accidental explosion.
I know the abandoned car on the side of the road near me explodes accidentally all the time. Then something satellites, probably not important to the plot. And hey, someone finally gave Randy a basketball. Nice. I don't know though, his scene seems a little forced. Like he was shoehorned in because of all the fans demanding to see more of him.
You mean like how everyone keeps demanding more episodes of Deadeye Eddie Reviews? I'm working on a new episode. Not that anyone cares. Nor should they.
Anyway, Brandon Gilley, who you'll remember as the evil hackerman from the first film, is thinking of turning himself in.
Can you feel the holiday in the air? I'm thinking of a white powder, just like the one I used to sniff. You know what, Randy? If I wasn't trying to change right now, I'd shoot you for doing that.
Hard to argue with that.
Then Randy mentions a shadow agency. Maybe they're the ones responsible for the mysterious disappearing cars. Hey, if you're introducing something as mysterious as a shadow agency, maybe don't make it look like a fucking postcard. Ah, the mannerisms of a man who has never fired a real gun in his entire life. Look how quickly he puts it down when the shot is over. Oh, and don't forget this. Jeez, he even has terrible aim. Look at that grouping. So apparently the Shadow Agency is a security service for celebrities run by our hero, Andrew Price. I have no idea what he was doing on the radio at the beginning. But this girl, Renee, is in danger, so Andrew agrees to be her bodyguard. And have I mentioned this movie is bad at exposition?
I was told I should talk to you. They say your agency is the best security company on the East Coast, and I need a bodyguard.
Okay, why do you feel like you need a bodyguard?
Twice in the past 2 weeks, someone's tried to abduct me. I don't know who the person is or exactly why. My name is Renee. Renee Beller, by the way.
Hey, it's the entire budget for this film. Jesus, Yahari, clean the lens once in a while.
It's very important. Life or death serious.
I have to have you back here in Charlotte by 9:50 tomorrow morning.
Maybe mention the terrorist that's threatening to kill people if he doesn't.
Are there any women from your past that may be connected with a terrorist organization? Any women that you dated?
Oh, I've known chicks who are 100% on some government watch lists. But none that would want to talk to me.
So, there's nobody that fits that description?
The description of female.
No, when I was an agent, most of the criminals I chased, they were men. The top 3 men on the NCA's most wanted list.
In all your time as an officer, you never arrested a woman.
Andrew Price.
Antonio.
What you doing here?
Antonio.
You wants money too? Yeah, I ain't seen you in a minute. I heard you weren't a marshal anymore.
Think we have to tell them the split screen is terrible? Nah, I'm sure they can figure it out on their own. You want to pass me that soda? Sure thing, my man. Thanks, my dude.
So Antonio got tricked into being there because the evil lady told him he was winning money. But at some point he should have realized, wait, this is the police station. I've been here before. I've been in this exact room even. So the evil lady's got some jigsaw game or something going on. You solve the riddle or a bomb will go off. 10 minutes per bomb.
So, 10 minutes is actually a much more fitting title than 9 minutes ever was.
They find the bomb and... yeah, that's the bomb we're going with. Looks super real, guys.
Subtract Michael Jordan from Ronald Reagan.
You guys ever watch Wishbone? That show about the dog who talked about classic literature? I remember basically nothing about it except for one episode. The Halloween episode. My favorite episode. There was this scavenger hunt, and all the kids had to figure out these riddles that would take them to the next place where there would be another riddle for them to figure out. That's kind of what this movie reminds me of, except the riddles in that kids show are better than the riddles in this film.
How old is Michael Jordan? Do you know?
Why would it be his age and not, I don't know, his jersey number, that number he's most associated with? Which, it actually turns out to be.
You know what, Andrew? I was watching the basketball channel the other day. A few weeks ago, actually. And they was talking about Michael Jordan on there. They said he just had a birthday. And I think they said the boy turned 49 years old.
Okay, this is what it looks like when you use the zoom function, and this is what it looks like when you zoom in post.
Yeah, wait a second. Maybe we're thinking too hard.
No, trust me, you are not thinking too hard.
Go ahead and type that in, Andrew. Alright, go ahead and type that in. Well, I got to type it in. Why don't you type it in? I'm the one in charge.
What does it matter? You're both standing next to it. If it blows up, you're both dead.
The next bomb is in a hotel room, because it's a location they can rent for cheap. Okay, no, the split screen has gotten worse. There's a blue line that makes it so much more obvious.
I've looked around and so far I don't see any obvious bombs. You know, not like what we saw in the trunk of this car. It's where? Antonio, wait, don't sit down.
Said with all the enthusiasm of someone trying to stop a bomb.
If Kool and the Gang was to groove you, how many members would it take? What? I was on the internet a few months ago looking up some old R&B albums, and I ran across Kool and the Gang's greatest hits. And on the album cover, it was 7 of them. Ladies Night came out a long time ago by Kool and the Gang. That was back in 1979. I remember because that used to be one of my favorite songs. Back then, Andrew, it wasn't 7 members, it was 10 members of Kool and the Gang.
Boy, that sure is convenient that you'd just know all that stuff.
The text goes off the edge of the display screen. Nah, I don't even care.
Congratulations to Agent Price and Mr. Bass on a job well done.
I'm just gonna say it, the evil woman, Sapphire, she's the best damn actress in this movie, undoubtedly. So she reveals the location of the next bomb and says they have 10 minutes to find it, which, they kind of already established, but now the tension is high and...
This is not how high stakes works, okay? When there's a bomb threat that's going to go off in just a few minutes, you want it to be fast-paced and then some energetic music, keep the audience on the edge of their seat. You don't just meander over to it.
But not to worry, apparently they made it there in under 30 seconds. So I guess they have time to stop and talk about how Andrew has a crush on Anita Baker.
You used to like Anita Baker, didn't you?
No.
You had a crush on her, didn't you? Quit lying.
No. I just remember when that song came out, that's all.
Yo, Antonio used to have his crushes too. Let's see here. There was Janet, Latoya, Rebe, Vanity. Vanity.
This character is the physical embodiment of Mambo number 5.
Anyway, they type in the answer, but it looks like it was wrong. Good thing this football field and all adjacent areas were empty, and the bomb gave them enough time to escape.
What does that mean?
Along the street, Andrew? It means we need to be out.
Well, I guess this movie is safe for vegetarians because there are no fucking stakes.
Oh yeah, this character. I almost forgot that was a thing.
Andrew, Renee left the building with another woman. She left at gunpoint.
Let me get this straight. This woman walked into a police station and escorted someone else out at gunpoint. Apparently someone else saw her, and yet in this police station, no one stopped her.
Sapphire got in contact with Andrew through us. She called you directly.
You know, Antonio, she does have a point. How many women out there hate you?
I'm guessing somewhere around 3.7 billion.
Sapphire said on the phone that she was 8 inches taller than Anita Baker.
8 more inches would make her my height. That's 5'7".
You know what? I think I know somebody that fits that description.
These are the most vague descriptions ever. I don't know a woman, but someone who's 5'7"? Yeah, I know who she is.
Renee says she used to party with Randy here in Charlotte, so Randy might know what's up. So I need to go talk to him and try and find out where she might be.
Oh, because the kidnapper's gonna take her somewhere she used to party.
Go ahead and scream. No one's going to hear you at your high school friend's mom's house. You boys need anything? No thanks, Mrs. Taylor. What a nice lady.
Antonio tries to find out if Sapphire is someone he knows, and apparently they think 2010 Player of the Year is the funniest joke ever because they keep saying it.
Antonio Best, you the 2010 Player of the Year.
Well, I'm the 2010 Player of the Year.
The 2010 Player of the Year?
You may recognize the name Antonio Best as the 2010 Player of the Year.
Andrew goes back to his place to find Brandon, who's there to give him a MacGuffin and leave, and make a Jerry curl joke.
You never thought of that. Kind of makes my Jerry curl itch, Andrew. I'll even show you a picture of her. And in return, I only do 3 months in the federal pen for every crime you got on record for me. Don't that sound sweet?
I can't believe I'm actually considering this.
Yeah, especially because you're not a policeman anymore, so you don't have that authority.
So dig this. Sapphire's son died because of someone texting and driving, and her plan is to knock out the satellites so we won't have cell service. Amazing. Oh, and they use split screen on a character in a mask.
You remember how it was before the internet.
Oh god, no internet? That'd be awful. There'd be no porn, there'd be, no social media, but that would mean there would be less echo chamber politics, so we wouldn't be nearly as divisive as we are now. On top of that, people wouldn't be tied to their phones. They'd Probably go outside more often. Wouldn't just sit around on our asses watching stupid YouTube videos all day. But no porn!
Oh, you still got a Lenovo? Well, won't be needing this anymore. Oh, and the chick Andrew's protecting, her father is working on the satellite.
He's a famous afronaut.
You mean an astronaut?
No, an afronaut. He's a black man in space with an afro. His helmet won't fit because his afro is too big. He's an afronaut.
Classic black humor.
Then they explain all the exposition from the last scene again.
Repetition. It never gets old.
Christ, even the characters in the movie look bored.
Her son died 10 minutes after the ambulance got there. So that's why everything is 10 minutes this and 10 minutes that.
Not just because it's a nice round unit of time, or because this is a sequel to 9 minutes.
Hey, yo, tell me something, man. Why you always have to play the hero, huh?
Well, he also plays the sidekick, the villain, and the comic relief, so...
But this Mama Sapphire, she done tried to blow both of us up. She done played with my mind, made me think I had some money coming to me. You know what, Andrew? I'm about to rock this woman's world like he ain't never been rocked before.
The soundtrack in this movie is so sparse, and yet that is where you choose to put it, and that's the music you choose to put. It's beautiful.
So Antonio is friends with the news lady and gets her to broadcast Sapphire's picture and real name. Then Masked Man shows up to shoot at Andrew, and Yahari still hasn't figured out what a PNG is. Hey, maybe you want to wait till, I don't know, there's something to shoot at and not just shoot at the wall over and over? Yeah, lock the door, don't follow him or anything, that might help you solve this case.
Antonio, I don't know how y'all do it, but... Hey, tell me something. Did you and Brandon Gilley, go to a school for computer hacking? Yeah. Call it an underground school for computer hacking. Yeah.
Yep. You learn hacking at hacking school. Next movie I review that mentions hacking gets hacked with an axe.
Stock footage. The old Ed Wood standby, here to save the day again. Okay, so I'm editing this, and there's just there's 2 frames in here where it suddenly looks like the stock footage is being recorded, with a phone or a camera or something. I'll put it in the video. You see, there's this is frame 1, this is frame 2, this is frame 3, and then it cuts away. What? How? But the climax has come and they're at Sapphire's base. Such urgency.
Renee?
I'm back here.
What was the point of hiding? I don't know. This sign looks real to me.
My son lost his life because of your cell phone company. And all I wanted you to do was take responsibility for the accident.
Yes, it's cell phone companies' fault that you can text while driving. It'd be just like if your son was allergic to peanuts and he ate a bunch of peanuts and died from it. Then it would be the peanut farmer's fault that he died. Here's one lady. What if your son died because a crazy lady stuck a bomb in a football field and blew up and it killed him?
Then she demands money, which would have been better motivation, honestly.
I'm sorry about your son.
Every day, at least one car accident happens because someone's talking on their cell phone.
Yep. One person dies from texting and driving every day. If only one person died texting and driving every day, that would make it safer than regular driving. By the way, that number's closer to 100 deaths a day, and that was just a 2012 statistic. I couldn't find anything more recent.
Holy shit, I can barely see the seam. Nichols is ever so slightly inching his way towards competency.
Kind of skin you could lick frosting off, yeah.
Get away from me, Antonio.
Yeah, I bet you've been thinking about it ever since that phone call, haven't you?
Okay. When a woman you're hitting on says go away, it's polite to go away. If the woman you're hitting on says go away and she's holding a gun, it's common sense to go away.
Antonio, I told you to get away from me.
Wait, what?
That's it. That's how they kill her.
Oh, Yahari Nichols. You are the gift that keeps on giving.
No, look at this. I think he's finally figuring out split screen. Good job, Nichols.
What's gonna happen to Sapphire?
When she get out the hospital, she's going straight to prison.
Wait, she's not even dead?
Gotta keep that fake PG rating.
And the credits help me learn this stars Yahari Nichols, Yahari Nichols, Yahari Nichols, Yahari Nichols, and Yahari Nichols.
And that's 10 minutes. I kinda like it.
It's technically a more well-made film than 9 minutes, but not nearly as funny in my opinion. Honestly, I'd pick 9 minutes over this any day. It's weird to say, but this does fall into a lot of Snare's regular sequels do. But it's funny, and I've gotta praise Yahari for making his movie. It's no small feat, I'll say that much. But yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement.
Hey, bad news, man. Turns out there's a bomb in here set to go off in 1 minute. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, here's a clue about how to defuse it. To stop the bomb, subtract Teddy Roosevelt's inauguration year from the year Xena Warrior Princess debuted. Oh, well, Xena Warrior Princess came out in 1995. Haha, you have a crush on Lucy Lawless. Shut up, no I don't. Haha, yes you do. It reminds me of every woman I've ever met. Let's say there was Pamela, Angela, Sandra, and Rita. Hey, bad news, man. I put the wrong code into this bomb. It's about to blow up. Oh, well, we better get out of here. Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Have you tried using your cell phone lately? It probably isn't working.
Man, the 90s were a wasteland of hilariously awful music.
Oh, noise. RIP stickers, that's the only part of this laptop I'm gonna miss.